You hear gigs in JME, man don't care about all that.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Back then there was a division, like
Yeah.
the rap man didn't rate the grime man. The grime man didn't rate the rap man.
Yeah.
These grime man are saying these are fake Americans. The rap man are saying these man are repeat the same lyric 4 times.
Yeah.
You see Bashy though, that Chopper Chops tape.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
Big him up,
revitalised it now. Forget, but if man don't know that tape, they don't. Bro, Rue bought that tape, you know. Yeah. It came with a Chopper Chop lolly on it.
Pause. Yeah.
But he was at
Yeah.
See, like for example, Don't Flop. Yeah. You'll lose a battle on Don't Flop. It's like the audience, the consumers, like, oh yeah, good battle, man. Like,
Yeah.
When you lose on Peng Game,
oh,
He said you're taking that to heart.
yeah, losing on Peng Game is different. It's like you'll hear about it.
Take the disrespect out of it, yeah? Do you think some of these contestants would be getting through to the next rounds if we were just going purely, just off pen, no talking about no personals or no nothing, that they could get as far as they did?
Some of them could, but I feel like the audience play a part in it. They're there for some of that.
They want the smoke, like, man, just here for the breeze.
Like the mixed battles, the mixed gender battles are the hardest probably.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, going into it as well, not like the outcomes of what everyone saw, but you see, like, primary school, for example, when you're in primary school and you're the guy and you're cussing someone, and you could be the funny guy in the classroom, The one thing the girl says, it outdoes you. Like, you'll be like, I'll shut up. Look at your jacket. That's what she'll say. Yeah. I've seen it with my own eyes. People have written, oh, this is dead, man. This is dead. Bring me on here.
Yeah.
And these people have come on there and not got a word out for 3 rounds.
Stage fright.
For 3 rounds.
Yes, and we're back. We're back with another episode of Straight Out the Box. I am your host, Tailz. Do you know what I'm saying? Today I got a special show and with a couple of brothers in the building. Do you know what I'm saying? So obviously before we get into the show, I need to big up AME Higher. You know where I'm at each and every episode, you know what I'm saying? Big up Isaac, big up Mike for sharing my love, you know what I'm saying? Each and every time, you know. Bruv, without them, man, you get me? Yeah. This podcast won't be possible. So big them up each and every time. The link will be in the description, do you know what I'm saying? Just in case you're into podcasting. Or if you just want to rent out some equipment and make a whole situation of your own, then, do you know what I'm saying? Hit them up on the link, AME Higher on the Instagram. Do you know what I'm saying? But we came here because I know you saw the title, you know what I'm saying? You get me? Yeah. Obviously, I'm with 2 of my brothers, but there's one brother in particular who made this day possible that I'm excited to have this show, this particular episode about. And it's the last episode of the year. So you don't know, it's going to be a very special one. Do you know what I'm saying? But before we get into my actual guest who's come to kick it with a brother, we're going to get into my co-host for today's episode. Do you know what I'm saying? Bliss, let them know, man. Talk to them, let them know who you be, man. I know they see you, they've seen you many times before, but you know, let them know once again.
The box today, Bliss the bully, you know already.
Every banger, all of my G Montana. I know he's the man with a planner. That's what Speak said. I got the fruit and veg, fresh out the garden of Eden. Hey, if you eat this, your third eye may open, but I don't think you wanna see this. Nah, you can't handle the truth. Many times I see angels when I mix that ray with a boost. They want way more light than dark, that's KKK come true. Brody reversing slavery, like whip that cake like Ruth.
You know already, get me coming co-host, you know I love rolling with the Brody. So yeah, man, so we got a good show ahead. Let's go.
Nah, man, love for coming through and being a guest host in today's episode. But you know, the more important person on today's episode, is my brother. I've known this brother for a minute. Bro. We've been, in the same blazers? Same blazers and ties, rocking the brown and the black. Going way back them way there. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, listen, let the people them know. I know where you're a popular head anyway, do you know what I'm saying? But for those who don't know who you are, just let them know your name, where you're from, and your social media so that them lot can just hit you up, man.
Big up, man. Like REN DMC, best in the scene. At REN.DMC on all the socials. Find me on YouTube as well, man.
You look like Alicia Keys, a Brixton version, steal and weave. Trying to diss man, but secretly. You tried to diss my daughter, and you thought that was fucking with me. Well, it's payback time, cause now I got your mum on the team. Hey, zoom in. And you call yourself handsome. Oh, Lord Jesus, help. Then you say you get sweet ones. Efton, have you seen yourself? You must be sniffing crack. Oh, mirror back. Hey, he's so ugly, his face just made the mirror crack. I'm afraid of him how? Man, please, I'm shaking me out. You used the N-word twice. This time, please don't let him be. Cause we don't really know where you come from. You are the Peng Game Central C. Your mum abandoned you, she was on street selling her £1 tits. Your dad was in the market shouting, have a look, £1 fish. Yeah. Every time I see you on this, some beef. I don't wanna hear you rap about drip. You was in a pic wearing Crocs and jeans. So if I win the 5K, tell your mum do not approach me. Cause if I step in her room, I'ma make her say East London like Posty.
Talk heavy, blood.
I'm not even gonna say Peng Game champ though.
No, I said that.
But call it for what it is, innit? Call it for what it is. It is what it is.
You got the belt right now. You got the belt right now.
Yeah. No, listen. First and foremost, listen, love for coming through, man. Like, for actually taking time. Cause I know you're a busy guy these days, do you know what I'm saying? So, just to even give me a little squeeze, a little window, do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
Always, man.
Do you know, how you been though, man?
Well, yeah, man, just enjoying the fruits of the labour right now, man.
I see, yeah, blood.
Man. So that's what it is, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? You're doing it big, bro. I don't think I can go a day without seeing you in the TL, blood. You're always on the timeline with something. Or, do you know what? It's either you doing something or it's somebody else either promoting or boosting up like you're flexing. Yeah. But right now you're flexing on the socials right now, blood.
Man, working, man.
No,
that's
bro, but I like to see it. And you said that before you came from the studio, so I'm hearing that you're cooking up something.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're working, man. Yeah. Big up the three amigos as well, man.
Big them up, big them up.
Family as well. So yeah, man, we're working on something serious, man.
Do you know what? Yeah. Before we get into you and like, you know, your accolades and the stuff that you've achieved and whatnot, I wanna touch on a couple of things that I've been seeing on the TL. Yeah. Now, obviously, I don't know how caught up you are. Have you seen the thing that's on the TL about the boy that laid together with the home girl of the boy and Red Tear? What's your opinion on that, lad?
Yeah, it's techie, man.
Car. Yeah, bro. Do you know what? I think. No. Do you know what? Let me get your opinion before I actually add my 2 pence.
It's unfortunate, man. I feel like obviously there's probably more to the story, than what's been disclosed and that. But like, I feel it's unfortunate, man. Yeah. I feel like his future, man. You know what I'm saying?
What you saying, Bliss?
Oh, they're both from UK. Yeah. Like, it's just too mixed up for me. They're both from UK. Yeah, you in Dubai. The law's different in the. Bro, leave the boy alone, man. Leave that boy alone. They violated. Simple. You took the piss. They should have just let that go back. Cause it's just too, like, you're going like it was. You know what I'm saying? In UK law, he didn't even violate. It's a year between. I think he was. Was he 16, 17? Was it 17 and 18? It's one of the two. Like, but none of them are underage in UK law. You can see that it was a normal thing. There was no abuse to it. So they like each other. Yeah. The parents of her didn't like it. Yeah. That's what's happened. So you've done a mad thing. He's gone to jail. Yeah. That's mad, bro. No, there's no condoning. I can't condone it. That's mental. I can't even lie. It makes me sad.
I'll be honest, yeah. Actually, do you know what? Because you just spoke about UK law, we've got some drinks here, yeah? We're all over 18, man. I'm just letting that be known, yeah? But I forgot to actually introduce the drinks. But I'm going to come back to that same subject. Big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch for sponsoring today's episode. Do you know what I'm saying? They've been rocking with man for a little minute now. So big them up, please, guys. Go and hit up the website in the link description and go pattern yourself some Jewel Isle Rum Punch. It's great for any settings, whether you're family settings, or you're doing a games night, or you're just laid up with your missus, or just kicking it with the mandem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a drink for everybody to get involved, young or old. When I mean young, over 18. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just not get that misconstrued. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it is rum in it. You understand?
Yeah. There's a big kick to it, so I'm just letting you know. But obviously, Bliss, you've already tried it before. But Renz, I actually want your opinion on the Jewel Isle Rum Punch. What flavor you feeling?
Boy, I'm gonna try.
Is it the tropical one? Yeah.
At me, man.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a drinker still, so like, bear with me if I pass out in this energy and that. Shake bottle.
Yeah. Make sure you shake that up. Have you got opener? You got allow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come.
Yeah. Pop that up for him, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah, that sounded a bit wild. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Bliss, you got a cup there. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's gonna dive in a bit of the lime and lemon. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let them know what you're thinking about that one there.
Yeah, this is decent, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, flavors in
double
it.
strength as well with a fist as well. Hey, listen, Triz, if I start talking crazy about you in this one, saying FGB and just know.
Nah, man, big that up. So you see, hear it for your souls, people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, Renz has tried it. He's given his opinion on it. So yeah, make sure you hit the link up in the description. And yeah, man, and get at them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, black-owned business. You know what I'm saying? We got to support our people. You know what I mean? But yeah, now going back to the situation, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. First of all, man, 17, 18, man was facing a 20 ban. Yeah, a 20-year thing. That's mental. So I'm going jail for longer than I've been alive. That's number one. Then I saw a little change where they might change it to down to a year. Anytime in jail for pum pum that I got on holiday is mental. Like, no. Like, if you really deep it, it's absolutely madness, bro.
And you know what? It's not even holiday pum pum. You know what makes it worse?
Yeah,
it's holiday pum pum from home.
This is
from London.
This is what I'm saying,
bro. It will be on some belly.
So that would happen in UK.
Yeah.
When they got back.
Imagine. This is the thing. In UK, nothing could happen. The mum would have cussed, but what you would have called feds. The feds saying, so your of-age daughter had sex with another of-age gentleman.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Is your daughter saying rape? Right. No. Oh, sorry, grape.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, get off my phone.
Yeah.
But because it's Dubai, she just thought, let me call them. Yeah. That's bad, man.
Let me tell you what I would have done at that age, because I'm so mental, yeah? Listen, you see, if I'm doing a year in jail, me and you go together now. We're in a relationship. There's no way you thinking you're leaving me to sit in jail. Me and your daughter's in a relationship, and I'm so wicked, I'll come back out of jail and I'll breed up your daughter.
Yo.
And now you see when you thought you could get rid of me for that year in jail. Now I'm in the family now. So now every time I pull up outside your house, it's nothing but Bob Marley and Fela Kuti playing it. Quickly every single day, because bro, how you gonna rub man out like that? Listen, at the end of the day, it was consensual. If it's consensual, bro, I understand you're not feeling that your daughter should have been given up to a man of the culture, you get me?
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
But come on, respect the thing though, because listen, she's young. And then I see in the comments about some people saying, that, you know, you need to know other countries' laws and this, that, and the other. But if we're being honest, bruv, everybody at their horniest moment have done some wild stuff. Bruv, you got certain man that will go beat a thing in carnival where bare people are marching by, gal are just freeing up. You got man them beating things in parks. You got gal that are freeing up in Portaloo cabins and everywhere. All of these different places, but we're worried about where the location is. Like, we all know the rules, and we all know if we be outside, it's indecent exposure. We all knew the rules, but so now the goalposts are getting moved, like left, right, and centre. So my thing is, bro, you should have just charged it to the game. You should have just patted your daughter and say, listen, patting her at home, but don't let a man go like sit in jail for that, man. Like that's madness, blood. Like, bro, I don't know if I would even have the heart, even if I didn't want my child to mess with somebody, quote unquote, from another race. I don't have the heart to send man jail though.
Whoa.
That's bro, for that.
Bro, when you see 20 and you see his face all over, in yourself, you're all right with that. Yo, I hope Karma don't lick you, you know.
Yeah, nah.
Cause your daughter freed it up, you know.
This
Not in a
is
rude way, but it's
This
real.
is it.
She liked
This
it.
is why
She
I'm
freed it up.
saying, if I was that 20-year-old at that time and breeded her, now I'm in the family
Yeah,
now. Now there's
yeah,
no getting
word.
rid of me now.
None.
I'm
they
in
really
it.
do get rid of
Yeah. Unless you know,
It's true. For them to do that, you're right. They could be dangerous still. You get me? But they might have to get on man dangerous thing then. To be honest, I just read the bird. Like, do you know how dark we can get?
Listen, big up homeboy, man. I hope that all gets cleared up, because to be fair, I think that, you know, they're both young, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So you're entitled to make mistakes at your young age, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about growth. At least you know for next time, do you know what? This can't be running and whatnot. It should have been just a slap on the wrist. I don't think it should have ever got this far, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But, somebody's got to make the news, unfortunately, and they did. But moving on from that, I want to talk about you, Renz, yeah? And I want to take it way back to... let's start from school. Yeah. So shout out to people that might not know. We went St. Buns. Do you know what I'm saying? So before
St.
you
Buns.
even... big up St. Buns, do you know what I'm saying?
Mad.
School days. Yeah. Was you into music like that in school days?
100%.
Let them know. What was you into? Was it rap? Was it grime? Was it?
Nah, see, school days, it was a rap thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a collision with rap and grime them times. It's not like today. You see, like, you hear gigs in JME, man don't care about all that.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Back then, there was a division, like,
Yeah.
the rap man didn't rate the grime man. The grime man didn't rate the rap man.
Yeah.
These grime man are saying these are fake Americans. The rap man are saying these man are repeat the same lyric 4 times.
You say you was rapping them times.
Yeah.
So let me ask
accent,
you.
though.
Yeah, cool. So let me ask you
American accent. Because some people were doing that.
Yeah, no, they were. But I was gonna say, so to who was in you lot's eyes, who was rappers them times?
So Mike GOC.
Okay, yeah.
Mike GOC.
North Star.
Yeah, because really, I'll be real with you. Gigs, but I'll be real with you. North Star, I ain't gonna lie, I had a North Star for gigs. And I was in South. I heard a North Star from when I was a youth, man. Where gigs, I heard a gigs. Yeah, I heard a gigs later. School.
Because you got to deep it. Even them times there, this is when Swiss was doing with Cry was ringing off.
Swiss.
Yeah, you had Kalashnikov at them times there.
Kalashnikov, man.
Kalashnikov. Who else was there? Skinny Man was going strong. Yeah. And who's Black Twang? And who's that white brother that did a tune with Kano?
Oh, Mike Skinner. Mike Skinner. They was as they come today.
Yeah, big up Mike Skinner.
Them was different. Yeah.
So when I think rap, I didn't really hear gigs until later on when them man was. Oh, and who's the other one? Was it Craze 24 and Sway?
Craze 24.
Big up, shout out,
Sway
and Craze 24. Yeah, big up them man.
Sincere as well.
Sincere. Come on.
Big up Sincere.
Come on, Sincere.
So those are the people that man was really listening to them times there.
Before the rest creating, but carry on. So you were saying you was more on the rap side. It's just important for me to hear that, because I ain't gonna lie, you saying school, I just thought I don't even remember too much rap. That's how bad it is. I remember grime everywhere, even though there was rap there. So that's why I asked that.
No, because grime was the new culture emerging. So it was like the majority were the grime, man. No, it's like that rap. It was peak, like so.
So them times there, in school. So when you said you was doing the rap scene, so the Mandem that we just mentioned in terms of the rap scene, were they your influences at that time, or was it more like American? More American. So who American was your influences?
Method Man, Red Man.
Big him up. I think they're underrated. They don't get much big ups and much play. When people say like who your influence, so big them up. Carry on.
No, that's the thing. It's like usually you'll hear J Nas, Puck, like, but for me. It was always Redman, like his style. He had the comedic element. But he could bar your head off as well. That's where it's like I took a lot of inspo from Redman, like, do you know what I mean?
Redman, you know,
It's like how high is like they but then they're serious as well, like so.
And do you know what? And Yeah, no. When I think back, I think for real though. For real, like when I really deep Method Man and Redman, they was really doing their. They was really doing their thing.
I remember being youths and seeing Redman's crib session. And when you were youth, it was all scary and that. You're thinking, wait. Is he out there? There's all a man sleeping on the floor. I remember. He said the dollar box. Took a box off the top of the fridge. Had bare money in it. You're thinking, what? But you see that you're old, you realise, he kept it real. Yeah. He brought it to the hood yard. It was big. Had a booth in there and everything. But it's just like, it was my yard. It was no nice thing, all nice stuff. Yeah, this is actually where I live still. Like, that one was real. You're right, that one was real with it.
So even around that time, so you see, like in your year, who was rapping in your year? Because when you're saying you was rapping, like, I'm thinking, because when I think to your year at that time, it was mostly grime. So I'm thinking, who was rappers really in your year?
To be honest, it was just me and my little collective, four of us, like. It was called Dynasty. Like we was the only ones in my year, obviously. The year above, there was
yeah.
But in my year, there weren't a lot still. Like everyone was majority on the gram. Like
and so, what was it about rap that when everyone was doing grime that time? Because our school was grime orientated. It's like that you just never took to that and you still just stayed stuck in it. Was you not feeling grime at the time or something?
Nah. Do you know who I rate? There was only like 3 people at the time I rated from grime. Yeah. It was J2K. Like,
hey, shout out J2K.
Okay.
That's big business.
Kano.
Yeah.
Hard. Come on.
Gets.
But what was it about them three that you gravitated towards them three in particular?
They were the ones that could jump on rap beats and not sound like they were out of pocket, out of home. And
okay,
like,
yeah.
Because they used to do it. Like, Gets his 2000 Live, he was on bare rap beats.
Yeah.
Kano's homies on like bare hip hop instruments.
Kano,
So I was like, I gravitated towards them on grime because it's like, you could tell. Like, these men are rappers still. Like, but it was them. It was J2K when I first heard him. Like on grime was like,
And do you know what? Even though I know like. Big up J2K and he's doing his business thing and like he's got multiple business endeavors and whatnot. I wish that he stayed heavy on the music thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because even though J2K was his own person, even though you would always see him at Titch, J2K and Titch, do you know what I'm saying? And Titch was making noise in terms of around London and whatnot, and obviously outdoors. But J2K was a different element.
Yeah,
you know
he was.
Pioneer as well. Yeah, like, no one knows. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but J2K was the first one with a mixtape. Like,
when I think about it,
on the Streets Volume 1 before.
Yeah, well,
he was on his money game. From a young you could see he was on his money game. That's why he could. That makes sense that he would get that done.
But I swear he was the first one to say like, I'm dropping a mixtape. Before it was just sets. Obviously, hip hop man were doing albums and that. But I swear J2K was the first one to get the Adidas endorsement.
He was first to do that. I'm Crep Protect and all that. The Crep Protect was something like that. But even before that, then he made that. That was his team. But he was in.
He pioneered a lot of things.
Big up J2K
and all of that. I swear he was the first one on all of that. So
he's always been business minded, man. Like shout out to J2K. But you're saying those were the only 3 that you was rating at that time. When you say what about man like Skeppy and them man there?
You know what it is? That was later on where I started respecting the grime thing. Like,
okay, let's talk about it.
Wait. Last question. Before we get there, I don't want to get to grime yet. Hold on one sec. So hold on. You see, before you went there, was you still on rap when Mash Town and all that came out? Or by then was you already in the middle and going to grime?
I was in the middle still.
I get, that's what I'm asking, because the rappers you've named are the OG rappers. That's why I just wanted to know if when Joe Black and Mash Town and all of them that was coming out, where you was by then, if you was thinking, So you didn't really overly.
No, I still was into the rap thing, but I was like, I understand the grime thing now. I respect it. Before it didn't always make sense to me because I'm like, yo, like these rap man are lyrical, you know. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And you know what so wait, just real quick though. Across from us, and when I mean cross from us, I mean whether it's south, north, or west. Was there any other rappers, UK rappers, that you was feeling at the time?
Apart from the ones I mentioned?
Yeah. Like as you was emerging into grime, like as you know, like you said, the Mash Towns, like in that era.
Sway was one of them.
Yeah.
Sway was one of them, but
weren't SAS around that time, or am I going mad?
They were still. They were. They
might have been a bit earlier.
They were. They were a bit earlier.
But they was doing the American-y thing though, innit?
Yeah.
But obviously they were living there though. So they kind of got a pass.
You're hard, they were.
Over, so they got a pass.
Yeah. Fair enough. I wasn't even gonna give you that one. I was just like, nah, I'm like, you're over there. But nah, fair enough. Now, so what year? When did you you was fully involved in the grime thing?
Do you know what? Around the time, like, I think the adulthood, like before the adult movie came out, around that time. So like when Bashi came out.
I was just gonna say Bashi, general.
Yeah. Around that time, that's when I started understanding it. Like, you see, they call DWE like the goat of grime. Times, I was saying J2K, all the grime, I was like, you mad? Like, DWE. I didn't get why.
I get why they
it's only when I understood why, when I respected grime, I was like, as simplistic as that sounds, for him to come in a room and
it's not a joke.
Bro,
it's not a joke.
Bro.
You know what?
Nobody else. Because I didn't understand it. Because they look at that like. Obviously, we're gonna touch on the Peng Game stuff later, but they look at me as one of those people who's like, he ain't doing nothing, like
like gimmicky basically.
He ain't doing nothing. But
yeah.
like to understand the genius of what someone does when it's simplistic, like I realized DWE
cold.
Different, like I have to understand it. To rate it.
But then,
it's real.
Do you know what?
It's
I
real.
also get your side of things, because if you're coming from the rap world, like there ain't no time to be doing sound effects or all of that. That's why even sometimes I didn't understand Flirter D when he did all of that madness. But it worked for him, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing rap, ain't none of that is spitting, and realistically you're gonna relate it to what you're really living. Well, that's what the whole essence has to be.
That's the baddest thing to me. I feel like because when I came back from yard, I was grime, not even just kind of, all the way. Grime and hip hop overseas. So the day, like I had problems getting into the rap, like genuinely. Now I love it, but it's like I didn't get it. Young Spray made me understand it. I don't know why. I heard like the way I heard Young Spray one day, and I understood UK rap. Don't get twisted. I heard Kashnikov and that, and I understood what they was doing. But that had a Kashnikov and that sound like they was teaching and stuff. You get it? When it comes to entertaining rap. I didn't really, I was like, And then Young Spray, I kind of understood. Then I could go back and see it all. I was like, I didn't, I was like, bruv, grime, we made that shit. So I could understand what it is. Exactly what you're saying. I always felt that. I understand that because we made it. Rap. I was like, bro, didn't we get it? But you see, now I get it. So I know what you mean, that feeling of when you understand the other side. But so carry on.
So, like, you see with, what's his name? What was the name that I was just saying a second ago?
First of all you said, is there any other artists outside you had liked, and you said...
Oh, yeah. So, no. So that's what it is. So, you see with the transferring, so Bashi, because remember we was talking about even at one point about Bashi, when you're transferring into the grime scene and who you was rating and everyone was saying D double and you didn't understand it. Like, you see D double, and it's mad because I say D double, but I didn't think. To me, at that time, D double was just a rave MC to me. I couldn't see him doing like a what Kano did with his album or what Dizzy did with his album. Like, so in my eyes, in a set, in a rave, no one ain't chatting to D double because, but. I get it because it was that, but then I also underestimated and said, you know what, I don't think he can make tunes, do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he can do a project with substance. And then I think he did a project, and I can't remember, and I will add it to the description, but he did a tape, and he showed me that, no, I actually can do music. Like, I've actually got a body of work.
Old tape?
No, he done an old tape, I'd say probably in the last, I think, 5-6 years.
I'm pretty sure like he done his first ever tape later on in his career. Like.
This is all late,
No, he had one back in the day. Bare different colours was on it.
Oh yeah, but what I mean,
one tape, but I know what you mean.
I'm talking about
but it was back in mixtape days.
Because I even saw in the comments that do you know what? He's a great entertainer. I can never take that away from D double. Like, he's definitely my top 5. But at that time, I was underestimating, like, Raj, you know what? Yeah, you're good on set and rave, but I don't think you can do it. And then he proved me wrong. Like, no, you know what? It's because you know me too much for this. That you're forgetting that there's another side to me. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes when I think about, even like with certain rappers, when I'm looking into the rap scene, about when you say Kalashnikov, like, man raps a certain way, like he's trying to teach you something, but can he do the other rap? Can he do other stuff other than that? And obviously everyone's got their lane in it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I rated people like Bashi, because to me, Bashi was sick musician. But could I see him in a set and taking over a rave? I don't think so. But that's me personally. But that's only because I haven't seen it. And that's why I had to try to change my mindset about just because you see someone in that doesn't mean they can necessarily do that in it. And do you know what I'm saying? And that's where I had to grow within myself. Was there anybody, as you going in the music scene or coming through the music scene, that you thought that they couldn't do more and they surpassed what you expected of them?
Nah, do you know why? Because from when I understood grime, that's when I stopped counting people out that way. Like, I was like, it took me to understand, because other than that, I would have said everyone in grime probably back then. I'd have been like, none of them would have a successful music career. But then it's like, Dizzy come and made Boy in the Corner. Like, Kano when I made Home Sweet Home. Lethal B when I made Against All Odds. It's
Shout out Lethal B.
Like, I started seeing like, do you know what? This could work, man.
Did you think that money could be made in grime at that time, or did you just think this was just a hobby thing for everybody?
I think Pow, let it be known money could be made in it.
Yeah. Shout out Lethal B. That Pow was dangerous. Even they had the 20th thing the other day, innit?
I think that's
serious business.
That was one of the pinnacle moments.
It's history. We marked history still.
Do we have any other big tune like that in grime? Okay. And the only reason why I won't count 21 Seconds, because to me, it's still not grime. It might be grime, but it's not grime to me.
Grime garage. Yeah, I know what you mean. It wasn't.
Is there any other grime song that's like Pow?
Iconic as
Pow? Like iconic. I don't think there is there?
I don't know if as Pow, but I think there's like some big tunes from grime, like German Whip.
Oh, yeah. Shut Down. Yeah, P's
and Q's.
Yeah, but then do you know what?
I still class P's and Q's.
No,
that was a shelling tune. I'm sorry. It was genuinely a shelling tune. It went out and was out there.
You know, with P's and Q's, when that first came out, I don't know if anyone remember this, like 2004, I remember some of the grandma were like saying that's rap.
I remember fully, bro. Yeah, man. But it wasn't.
It was a bit slower.
But it wasn't. It's because Kano understood, like, Kano, you know what it is? You know, I've got taking it back to what you say about the sets and that. You know what it is? Grime's growing where man like Flirter, man like D Double, if I'm being real, they don't have to make albums. Because it's grown now. You know what? That's why it was good to be silent for a while, and now the scene's at a place where, we're doing enough set. They was always working, but now it's like the sets are big now. So it's like there's certain man that can do one or the other, and there's certain man in the middle that can actually do both. And you're right. Kano gets. They're actually the best two iconic in the sense of they can make an album, a body of work, but they can actually go to a set and genuinely get a fucking reel up. 10 of them. You get me? It's not a part to no one. It's not a part. Because there's certain man at D Double, as we said already, you say one, bro,
legend, bro.
Bro, you just make a noise, bruv. And same for Flirter. So it's even but it's just that, you know, it's not a part if you. That's not your forte. You can do it, but you don't have to focus on that. So that's what we say.
Like, he had his own lane from early. And that's why I like D Double, because there's no, well, unless there's new, because I ain't followed the new grime in a minute. Like, I'm very, I don't know, I have this issue that I stick to what I know. Do you know what I'm saying? And that maybe that's on my part. That can be a fault, because I don't know who the new, but there's nobody that I know that sounds like D Double right now.
There's no way that sound like none of them over here. And that's what I'm saying about Kano, to wrap it. That's what I mean by even what you're saying about sound like. Most of that tape, when you hear it, Signs in Life. Bare people said it's not grime. Like, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds too... it just sounds too much like, because the hook, so people just think, but it's grime. Most of that tape is grime.
But the wickedest thing is...
You're right, I remember bare people saying it weren't. P's and Q's are saying, no, that's not really kind of rap.
When they think of grime, they just think strictly 140 BPM. And that's the...
And they think you got to come with that. But it's like, Kano understood. Kano comes to that. That's all he did. He just understood to try something different. That's all he did.
Yeah.
Then try to screw me. You
and that's why it goes back to what Ren's is saying, is that when you look at J2K, Kane and Gets, they write like rappers. Yeah. But just over Grime, and it's just mad. That's what it is, and that's why I love people.
Honest, Gets was the one. No offense. Gets was the one who was worse at it. He was just so hard at being Gets that we took him. Because you see a lot of time people even say like if it's someone outside who didn't like Grime or take to Grime, they would listen to Kano, they listen to Kano, and they Ghetto. I used to love his tune Getaway. I remember playing it to someone one day. They said they liked it, but it's like Mob Deep Getaway, and they said it's doing too much to them, and I understood what they said. That was the day when they said, "Are you not hearing what I'm hearing?" I was like, "Brother, it's hard." He was like, "It's just," but I'm like, "No, I get it," because to them, it's like they don't understand Ghetto. Ghetto is he couldn't tone it down. I can write over this beat. I'm doing it my way. It's in line. There's no outward. I've got everything right, but it's still my way. Where you're gonna take it how I give it. I like man. Some people, I rated him, and he never, and it went through.
Check out Mandem Clothing .co.uk. It'll probably be the first search that you get on Google. By the Mandem, for the Mandem. For everybody, to be honest, there's a lot of unisex pieces in there. Ladies, I know you like to steal your partner's clothing.
Ain't that a fact?
Don't have to do that anymore. You can go and support a black-owned business. So check out mandem-clothing.co.uk.
Because I always have this debate. Lord of the Mics, when Kane clashed Wiley, who won?
That one goes on forever, innit? Yeah, like that debate.
I know.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's crazy. I'll say Kano won. Yeah. I feel like Kano's bars were more equipped for a clash.
Yeah.
I think the truth is Wiley didn't need to win that clash.
Yeah, he won either way, to be fair.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the truth of the argument. Like, but the whole put a dum-dum in your mouth, you babe. Like, I remember
put a dum-dum in your mouth, you baby.
It's my Steve.
I remember that was a young and hungry Kano that had more to prove than a Wiley that had nothing to prove at that point.
He already knew. He saw something we didn't see from there.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wiley was something else. So I hear you.
So like, I don't think Wiley needed to win that battle at all. Like,
yeah. And do you know what? And it was sick for the culture for, you know, Jammer to make up, because it was Lord of the Mic. No, it was Lord of the Decks before, but Lord of the Decks was just a normal DVD, if I remember correctly, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And then Lord of the Mics was the clash and whatnot. But do you know what? How important was that clash, that DVD for our culture, in your opinion?
I think that was the stepping stone, man.
The foundation.
Yeah. To what we see today. Like,
if
you think about it, there was Jump Off, like.
Oh shit! Hey, I forgot about Jump Off. Still,
hip hop beats and that. Whereas you have Peng Game today, it's like similar tempo to.
Yeah.
Mic, so it's like it definitely was like foundation. Plus, at the time, it's like they had the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At that time.
Like, Kano versus Wiley.
Kano versus Wiley.
No, we got to get it right though. The truth is, it was underground. So the heavy hitters, we understand the heavy hitters. Technically, the heavy hitters were Craig David. If you get what I'm saying.
Oh,
They were all our guys were no ones. So we was watching our guys like, yo, Kano and Gets and Skepta and Crazy. I'm with you. Like, they was there. I'm with you. I'm fully with you. Yeah, like they was.
versus Gets.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Bruiser's Titch.
Bruiser was kind of. That was Lord of the Mics 2, innit?
Yeah, Sketch and Devilman was Lord of the Mics 2, and Scorcher and Big Nasty.
Devilman,
Scorcher,
Scorcher and Big Nasty was on 2. And I can't remember who else was on 2, but those were the only 2 battles I cared about.
Demon and Bashi.
Oh yeah, do you know what? For real though. Do you know that all now? I can't ever remember who won that battle.
Demon
and Bashi?
Yeah.
Bashi won that one.
But I think Bashi won.
No,
Bashi
honestly,
because Demon didn't have enough bars.
I don't remember that battle.
I don't fully remember it, but I remember Demon is Demon.
I can't lie. Bashi won from when Demon said, "If I look like you, I will slap my mum."
Oh, yes.
And then Bashi rebutted and said, "If I look like you, I would slap my dad, pack my bags, and phone a cab.
Oh yes,
And it's
yes.
like,
see, that's coming back to me now.
That level of
Bashy, man.
internal intelligence to I think Bashy was ready. I think he was ready.
Do you know what? I would have loved to have seen a full Gets and Bashy clash where it didn't get into their whole little passer and rare tear. I would have just loved to seen it because you know what? Just for nostalgia, like even if they did maybe it might be me personally, because I'm a Gets fan. Shout out to Gets, you know what I'm saying? Big him up and big up Bashy because he's definitely in my top 10 of, you know what I'm saying, UK artists, you know what I'm saying? But I would just love that. I would just love to see that just for nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? Now that they're both grown and whatnot. Or just go, even if you're not going to do like a clash, what Kendrick and what's his name? And Jake, you know what you did tune for tune and then just, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, that's a good idea there, you know.
I would have loved to just
take man back to Grime days, you say, yo, you can only use your tapes between that year and that year. You know what I'm saying? We're going tune for tune and that will be cold. Because you see Bashy though, that Chopper Chops tape. He's revitalised it now. Forget, but if man don't know that tape, they don't, well, Rue bought that tape, you know. It came with a Chopper Chop lolly on it. Pause.
Yeah.
But he was at
Yeah.
Same thing about J2K. He had Chopper Chops in like sponsorship because they I remember when Real bought it, he didn't buy it. He said his girl at the time bought it. He said, bro, it had a chop. I said, bro, it didn't actually have it. She wanted to put it on. He said, no, bro. I went in the shop and looked. They all have one on it. I said, that's mad. Bashy, you know, back then, it's like, Bashy, what did you do?
Yeah.
That was proper still.
Or right now, for all you renters out there in the big city, all you videographers with a sharp cinematic eye, I have been asked to relay a message from the crew down at AME Hire. It's a special one for the true creatives. That's the real live bunch from London City. AME Hire, the one-stop shop to get all your tools of the trade. That'll be all, buppers.
Yeah, I would love to just see the Gets and Bashy just for the nostalgia, just doing tune for tune. But speaking of clashing and sending for each other, obviously, we all know you done the Peng Game. You was the winner, the champion. You get me? The man with all the moolah and the bread from the competition. You get me? Yeah. First of all, we got to clap for that.
Ain't a joke. Ain't
Do
a
you know
joke.
what? I'll be honest, and like I told you off camera, you was the reason I watched Peng Game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look, big up Margs and whatnot, but I'm a man, like you said before about into the rap thing. I follow like the rap battles, like, you know, URL, all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all like American battle rap. Do you know what I mean? So for me to follow the UK thing and then the Peng Game and then notice that, Rens, all right, home team, let me see what's going on. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me follow what's going on and just to see you transition and go through each of your battles and then for you to become the champion, I was like, yes. Home team, East Side, you get me?
So then technically you're the first East Side to win it then.
That's what I'm saying, East London, blood. You get me, man? Gotta big up the team.
No, it's Grime. You understand, man? Showed it in a nice 140 BPM. I was sharing, man, what time it is. No, he was. You get me? That's a bit of a sticky one.
But I got a couple questions. So the first things first is, what made you want to jump into it, though?
Do you know what? Like, I come from, obviously at the time, Don't Flop.
Yeah. Big up Don't Flop. Yeah.
So I went from Don't Flop to Peng Game. That's a cappella battles, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't around for all the mics and all that.
Yeah.
I was watching for the fan, like, I wouldn't battle these, man. I wasn't around for that. So when the opportunity come around for Peng Game on that, the drill beat, similar tempo to what they were doing on Lord of the Mics, I was like, I've never done on beat. I done jump off, but that was rap beats. It's like, again, it's different. Like, from this tempo. Clashing. So season 1 I was offered to do Peng Game season 1. Obviously Mark's done the Peng Game 2 challenge, everyone was doing the versions and that. He was posting some of them up. From that he got the idea, let me do the rap battle.
The rap, yeah.
See whose pen's saying what and that, and then yeah, I was gonna do season 1, but then I thought, do you know what? We don't know what this is or what it's gonna be, and that, like, who's even gonna be taking part in this, like, because you know when it comes to drill, it's gonna be on drill beats, drill artists. You think, this don't seem like something you're gonna line with, and that, because I'm coming different. I want to see if people are like seasoned enough or composed enough to take
what you're gonna say.
REN DMC may
so
say.
Let
me see what this is gonna be first,
right?
And then when season 2 came around, it's like, okay, cool, it's on Link Up TV. Okay, Link Up TV's picked it up. Season 2. This is the time. So,
you've been in it from season 2. You've been
season 2, 3 and 4.
So who won the first season? Just remind me.
Bigger won season 1.
Big him up, and then season 2 was Little Shacks, and then obviously 3 F-Don. Oh, okay. Because F-Don was the one. Yeah. Shout out to F-Don, man. I gotta be honest, you rubbed yourself out in that battle. Do you know what I'm saying? Pause. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? I like the battle that you and him had, because the energy that you had that day.
Yeah, the energy on that battle was crazy. Yeah.
Just the battle alone, but do you know what I'm saying? Even like we mentioned off camera, the way you jumped to.
Yeah. Nah.
Hey, we're all getting older now. The ankles don't work the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's the biggest regret. Jumping off stage like a rock star.
Yeah. You was flexing that day, man. You was flexing there. But do you know what? One thing that I will say, that I'm happy that you won, you know, your season. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you deserved it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you brought something different. But speaking of different, because obviously you're coming from Don't Flop and Jump Off. Other than the rap thing, in terms of what you're saying, in terms of when it comes to the battling, what do you think was different here in Peng Game than there?
Versus Don't Flop?
Yeah.
One of the biggest differences, because there's plenty, but one of the biggest differences, I was talking to someone about this the other day. I feel like losing matters on Peng Game more than any of the other platforms.
Serious?
Yeah, like you see, like for example, Don't Flop. You'll lose a battle on Don't Flop. It's like the audience, the consumers, like, oh yeah, good battle, man. Like,
yeah.
When you lose on Peng Game,
he said you're taking that to heart.
Yeah, losing on Peng Game is different. It's like you'll hear about it.
The fans let you know.
Like they'll let you know. Like, do you know what I mean? Your opponent will let you know.
Yeah.
The people that witnessed on stage will let you know. Like,
losing
matters a bit more.
Yeah, I get you.
Hence why you see a lot of people doing certain things in their battles. And you're like, right, that was too far. But it's like, no one wants to lose.
No one wants to lose.
Oh, speaking of too far. All right, cool. So now let's address that. What's too far in Peng Game?
Do you know what? Like,
because I've seen some crazy jokes.
Yeah, like, I feel like, this is my opinion on battle. Even though I personally won't do certain things in battles, I do feel like battle rap is a place similar to comedy, where like when a comedian's on stage, nothing's off limits and that.
Yeah,
I feel battle rap is the same thing. So it's like if you are trying to indulge in this sport, just know that, innit? That goes for me. That goes for my opponent.
Yeah.
Obviously, there should be like a code of conduct in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say I just. You know, I'm a parent. I just lost my child yesterday. Yeah. And you're gonna drop it the next day.
You know, it's still wicked.
You know what? You know what? Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, just know there's people that are gonna go there. Just, you know,
I was gonna say that.
There's gonna be that one person that's gonna go there.
Because I was just gonna say that watching, like, we don't aspire for nothing. What it is everyone is the same. If you get what I'm saying. So when I say this, it's not about them. It's more about battling is still battling. And when I watch American battling, that's what I aspire that we get to, in a sense of, all right, because them man ain't nice. Like, them man, pause, them man touch each other too much. You see British man?
I've seen.
Bro, we're struggling with that. If man's in front, let me tell you something about your mum. Bro, all that poking, them man are mad with it. I remember there's no beat. Hit you in your stomach. Boom. They do, and it's like, I think, but respectfully, you see that nigga with Hermit. Then his round. Let me talk to you. And by the end, you see them hug more time. And it's like, you know what? You wouldn't even feel they're friends. The way they're going in, this nigga. By the end, you see them, and it's like, you know what? I'm with you. It's like, you know what? it's sad to say, but yeah, it's better we be prepared that people might go there. They don't care.
So, like, you see it, like, because do you watch URL?
Yeah.
You watch So you see, like, how Arsenal was claimed as the most disrespectful. Who do you think was the most disrespectful in Peng Game? Like, they just crossed the line and it's just too far.
Care. I didn't care.
I think
We're going by the code of conduct, but I'm just saying, like, just was too disrespectful.
It'll probably, like, in current terms, what Orion probably did was probably, like, considered hands down the most. Like, no, real talk, that's probably considered the most. Like, that one there was wild, innit? Like, that thing there that he done, obviously, Scams would love that title. He would want that title, but I haven't even seen Scams do something of that nature, to be honest. So,
but then, to be fair, do you feel like, you see, if take the disrespect out of it, do you think some of these contestants would be getting through to the next rounds if we were just going purely just off pen, no talking about no personals or no nothing, that they could get as far as they did?
Some of them could, but I feel like the audience play a part in it. They're there for some of that.
They want the smoke, like, man, just here for the breeze, innit?
They're there for some of that. As much as it was far, there were some people cheering that on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There were some people booing it, there were some people cheering it on. There's some people in the comments saying, nah, man, they still won.
Yeah.
Allow that, man. Why you man soft? Like, why you man sensitive and that? So, I feel like there's people there for that. There's a market for that when it comes to that.
And that's what I would say, because it seems like there's a cheat code, innit? If it means that I could be the most disrespectful, or do you know what, I can get the most dirt and expose you, it seems like if I do it in the right way, I can win. Like, I've got the blueprint of how to win. And you see, because I watch too much URL and everything like that, and I'm thinking, no, like, man needs to hear bars. I get it. You want to do all of that, but like, where's the bars though? Like, where's the actual pen game? If we're really calling this a pen game, But it seems like it's more entertainment, of which I get it, innit? Because when you look at, like, if you go back to battle rap, you might say, like, do you know what? Hitman Holler might not be your most lyrical, but he's entertaining. He's a showman. He's a show person. So I also understand that side of that. Okay, you need to be entertained, because you can have all the bars in the world, but if you ain't entertaining enough, then it don't. So who is your hardest battle, do you think, in your opinion?
Do you know I say this and it always spins people, when I say this, But my hardest battle was Blazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was my hardest.
Why do you think he was your hardest?
Blazing, because when she got put in the group, it was me, Driz, Scams, and then the person that was meant to be the fourth person in that group got taken out. They added Blazing. Blazing's 17.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, obviously she's not anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't say what I said to the other female.
It won't translate.
So like, people, when I say it's my hardest, I meant like hardest to write craft it and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not way too like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not too awkward for the audience and the judges and everything, and then for myself.
For yourself, because there's certain I know what you mean.
You know
the age is mad.
So it's like we got put with the person in our group, innit? And how do you write for this? So that was the hardest in terms of preparing, like writing, structuring the rounds. Like, that was the hardest battle I've had to prepare for.
Actually, let me quickly ask this: what is it like? Genuinely, what is it like battling a woman?
Do you know what?
As in, don't use her because she's younger. Use, like, you know, what's her name?
Hey, use Renea.
Yeah, Renea.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one day, blood.
Clashing a woman, because that must be a bit like, especially.
Let me tell you what it is.
Listen, because of you, I know Renea's name religiously, blood.
Renea. Nah,
Big up Renea, but no, go what you was gonna say. Yeah.
Potentially, those, like, the mixed battles, the mixed gender battles are the hardest, probably.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, going into it as well, not like the outcomes or what everyone saw, but you see, like, primary school, for example, when you're in primary school and you're the guy and you're cussing someone, and you could be the funny guy in the classroom, The one thing the girl says, it outdoes you. Like, you'll be like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Look at your jacket. That's what she'll say.
Yeah.
Or look at your shoes. Like, that's all she would say.
Yeah.
The whole classroom.
Just rub
Like,
that everything that you just done.
You know what I mean? So when I got told in season 2, my first ever battle on Peng Game was with Frizz Price. Big up Frizz Price. That was my first battle. They said, yeah, you're gonna be battling Frizz. I said, why? Like, why me? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've never battled a female before. I've done Don't Flop. I've done Jump Off. I've never battled a female before. I was like, this is unfair. Like, that was my mindset though at the time. I'm like, she's just gonna call me clapped, and she's gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then everyone's gonna like, And the thing is, I watched Renea's battle with Orion, and then she said, "You're the type of guy that only lasts 60 seconds."
Yeah.
Was you there? Everyone went mad. So when they told me I'm back, I said, she's gonna say this, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the cliche, the typical thing.
Yeah, but it's gonna make them.
And it's gonna hit. So I was like, rah, man. But then I said to my man, is there no one else like you can give me? And that's my debut on season 2. They're like, nah, that's it, you know. I was like, nah, man. But then I realized, instead of worrying about what she's gonna say, I was like, what would I say?
Yeah.
When I wrote my first line, you look like Queen Latifah. She keeps eating pizza. Don't come close to me. And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, send her. Because I was like, do you know what?
He's a already.
I was like, do you know what?
Don't matter about her.
Yeah.
I just need to be a savage.
So I was like, So then by the time they offered Renee, I was like, I know, like, all right, cool. Like,
you know how
I've
you've
been
been a
there
pattern.
before, so I'll be like,
Who, in your opinion, who's out the Pen Game? Who's the coldest female?
Oh man, do you know what? In what terms though? Like lyrically?
Yeah.
Frizz Price.
Presence.
Frizz Price.
Yeah. Okay. So
she's overall, like you think, like, out of all the other females, she's got everything over them.
The thing is, she's only ever had one battle, which was the one she had with me. So that's why it's even hard to. But from that battle alone,
let you know that.
Like we was that. Like I remember Lippy judged that battle. Like he goes, I done season 1, and like by far this is my favorite battle of all time. Like I feel like that battle changed the spectrum of what Peng Game became, because obviously season 1 was season 1. That's the first one, so you got to give them room to grow anyway. But season 1, you could tell a lot of people just came with bars that they had.
Yes,
it wasn't essentially written to go to this person, and like even Ashley Tragic, he had one of the coldest battles. One of the coldest debuts. He said, "I'm glad I didn't go through because I wouldn't have had nothing else." Like, So when me and Frizz jumped on Peng Game, it was like that was like the first time you see she's going at me, like she's like Velcro beard. Do you know what I mean? She said that. I was like, like, and I'm telling her Queen Latifah that she's like, girls think I'm sexy from overseas. Girls think you're ugly from Bexley Heath. She's going and I'm going. So it's like the first time where it's like, this is what
she's giving it back basically.
You know so I feel potentially, had she had a few more battles, it's like unfair for me to say Frizz Price when there's people that have had more battles that aren't female. But I think potentially she was probably one of the coldest when it comes to pen.
I was just gonna say that. Because you know what it is. I do feel like the day of people saying like it's harder for girls, like is gone. What people need to accept is, nah, man. Look, some girls is like not. It's sad to say, but it's not a sexist thing. It's just what the industry shows or who gets through, maybe. But girls' Pen Game, in the percentage to men's Pen Game ain't the same. So some girls stand out, and girls like sometimes think they're judged harsher, but it's not. Like some girls' Pen Game ain't all that. They use other things. It's not. It's natural. That's how the scene is. That's how the scene is. Girls sell music through other things. So even on their entry into the scene, a lot of girls are already planning on using other things. They're not always thinking of Pen Game. Where a man is naturally, if he's getting into his rap thing, it's very rare a man's relying on something else. That's why D-Double and the 30D stand so far out. You know what I'm saying? They was relying on, I'm gonna do this with that. 30D was fully, I'm just doing that. I'm gonna drop some bars in. D-Double was, I'm gonna write some bars. No, I'm saluting Flirt. I rate him. He knows I rate mine. But it's true. He was, I'm doing this. And I'm just gonna sit some bars in. You get me? But but girls, so I hear what you're saying, because that's bars. She actually, as a man, you're hearing, bro, she actually went bars. Velcro.
I thought this ain't no walking apart for me.
You didn't say that to this, make the crowd. And look at you. Because not a bad thing, but some girls do that. I've noticed that. American and English, they kind of are relying on, hey.
So what? So aside from her, who else?
I think Renee's got good presence.
I think Renee got very good.
She got very good stage presence. The way she interacted like with the crowd when she battled Orion.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that version when she battled me because that's what I saw. Like, I was like, she had 2 battles. The second one was Orion. I was the third battle. I said, that first round she done against my man.
Yeah.
I was like, rah.
Do you know what? Before we get into Renee, because I actually want to ask you this. I want to see if you're critical about yourself. Yeah. What do you think was your best performance on Peng Game, or what do you think was your worst performance on Peng Game?
Best performance, I'd say Efton.
Yeah.
Me versus Efton in the quarterfinals. I feel that's my best performance.
Right.
I think that's the most prepped I've been. Like,
yeah.
And that was where I was comfortable. Usually, when I'm going to Peng Game, like I'm in the corner the whole time. Like every battle I've had, I'm in the corner just.
Man's doing this mmmm thing, like, just 8 miles.
I'm like in the corner, just chilling, like just silent. I can't hear no music, so like I gotta go where there's, cause you know where in the venue the DJs. I'm like, nah, it's too loud in here. Yeah. I remember when I battled Efton, I was walking around like I've never done that before, so I was like,
you was ready.
I was like, I felt like, I was interacting with some of the audience and that, like, I was like, do you know what? There's no more prep time no more for me. Like I feel, and that's why I feel that's my best performance in it. Like not just because of the outcome, but like how prepped I was. Like even like him smacking the mirror out my hand. I didn't know. It was like how I was. Yeah, ready.
Even the way you freestyled that one there, and I was thinking,
I was so ready. Like everything that day. I feel that's my best. My worst. I feel like I got a lot of bad battles like that I put in there, man. I don't think people probably, but like
we won't notice. But I'm saying for you, like what you're capable of. What do you think?
I like that question. So in your head, what's the one that you remember personally that
like that wasn't
you
the
went
one
on
for you?
piss? Like, nah, man.
I think probably like the Scams first part 1 because we got a trilogy. We battled 3 times. I think the first one I was like like I think I under prepped in certain areas in it. Yeah, it's like. I'm glad that I did. So that's why I'm not pissed at because the trilogy wouldn't have been where it was. If I won that battle, I probably would have won season 3. I probably wouldn't have come back for season 4. Like
right.
So I was like, for the storyline and
the build
coming back for season 4, and I came back with Renee flaming, and it's like I'm thinking I needed that. I needed that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that was, but I'm not annoyed at it no more currently today. But on reflection, I would have said that one.
That one. Okay, so speaking of Renee, though, like, how you do homegirl like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Because that, do you know what? I'm going to be honest, You see, when we was talking earlier about don't flop, losing on don't flop, and losing on Peng Game, that one would have hurt me still. I ain't going to lie, because to how it transpired, just even from the battle alone, you've got an iconic bar that I swear will go down in the history of Peng Game. That can never be rubbed out or anything like that. And to this day, if I was Renee, I'll be pissed, blood. I'll be upset. Do you know what I'm saying? But I want to know, how long did it take you to prepare for that battle? And also, did you think, because you said earlier that Renee was you thought you wanted the Renee that battled Orion, you wanted that energy. Was you disappointed in her performance?
I wouldn't say disappointed because she still held her own. I wouldn't say disappointed. Yeah. I would say like, all right, so in terms of the first question, like how long did it take me to prep? Yeah. I wasn't ever meant to battle Renee initially. Like,
oh, okay.
So obviously I could talk about it now because she's put it out there. So yeah. I was meant to battle Prinley. I was meant to battle Prinley. Like, obviously, if you've seen Prinley's battles, she's the most viewed. On Peng Game currently. So I don't know if it'll change. But currently, she's the most viewed female battle. So they thought they'll pair us up together and that. Yeah. And I turned up on the day, and I was waiting. And like I said, usually I'm in a corner. Yeah. Waiting for my opponent. Usually my opponent's there before me because I'm usually like behind time schedule usually, but waiting. The next battle we have is usually I try not to even watch a lot of battles when I'm battling that day. That's why I like being a spectator now.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting. Another battle comes, just looking around. She's not turning up.
Yeah.
And then obviously I've been told, listen, phone's off. She's not coming.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the first time that's ever happened to me in a battle. Like my opponent no show, innit?
Yeah.
So I was like, raw. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was cut. I was like, yo, the third round I had, I was like, man.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, Peng Game hit me up. They were like, listen, we know, like, obviously, Homegirl didn't turn up, but you could battle Renee, like, the following week.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. She's, no, because I rated the battle.
She's cool,
do you know what, So, I think it was like 2 weeks prep, A lot of people don't know. Some of the material I had for Prinley, due to time management and all of that, I slotted it in versus Renea. So like, some of the bars were meant to go to Prinley, innit?
Yeah.
But I was like, they're both female, so hopefully,
it translates.
hopefully some of this translates, and then I'll have stuff for her.
Yeah.
So that's how it went still. But like, I feel like, when it comes to accountability and everything, because everyone's like, oh, how'd you do it like that? I feel like she done a lot to herself of how she... I feel like, had she not done what she done in terms of, like, getting irate, which she has her reasons for why she did. Obviously, she has her reasons, but that's what made it become what it became. Because if you think about it, I battled Driz GB, right? And then I brought out the DM he sent me in 2021. And everyone went mad, but how he handled it is why there was not much blame to it. Like, he was like, you know what, Ren's a deep, cool. And then kept it moving. It's not a big thing now. Like, how she handled it in that moment.
It made it look worse, didn't it?
It made it look like, what's on that clip? And it's like, she's arguing with Mark. She's arguing with the people behind her. I didn't know what she was saying at the time, but she's like, "Wow, why does he get to?" And it looked like she was being like a sore loser or everything. Like, not that she lost, but I'm saying it looked like that, innit? And that's what made it become. Why do you do that to her? Like, but a lot of the stuff she was angry about weren't even stuff I done. That's the thing. When she goes on pods, if she says her side, but it's like she was angry at a bag of other things, innit? I didn't know. So when you see me looking around, I'm baffled.
You're baffled, Jay.
I'm looking to everyone like, yo,
do
you know what I mean? But I just want to people to know, like, it weren't all my doing.
Okay.
The first round she's vibes along.
That's what I was
Second
thinking.
round she's smiling. The third round I was like, rah. The second round was worse than this round. Like, but so I feel like there was a lot of internal politics as to why she was.
She was
so
heated. Would you run a rematch if she asked for one?
Nah.
You say I was like, man, it's over with.
Yeah.
But like, because even after them off, like I just see like a lot of people, you know, you get people that do reviews on battles and they're like, I'm just seeing everybody just Renee. Like you are probably the most talked about person on Peng Game when it comes to the battles, because you've got iconic battles. Do you know what I'm saying? And no, man, big up Renee, because I've checked out maybe one or two of her tunes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, she's doing her thing, man. Big her up. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, what you lot cool? You not cool?
I don't know, man. Like,
it's cool on your side.
That's it.
It's cool on your side.
Big up yourself, though, Renee. It's all love in this room for you. You understand? It's all love. Big up yourself. See what I'm saying?
What would you say to somebody that's thinking of joining Peng Game? Yeah. What would you say to the person? Like, what would you say to them to prepare for Peng Game?
Hey, losing matters over here, boy. Probably what Mark says, the lights are bright over here, boy. Like, you see one of the biggest misconceptions of Peng Game and battle rap in general is, oh, I can do that. That's one of the biggest misconceptions. I see it. I've seen it with my own eyes. People have written, oh, this is dead, man. This is dead. Bring me on here. And these people have come on there and not got a word out for 3 rounds.
Stage fright.
For 3 rounds. I'm talking about 1 round, 2 rounds, and they ain't got words out. And it's like, they've never returned again, some of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, man.
But I think like because you did the don't flop and you did the jump off, like you already had background in being around. So for anybody that's new, thinking you can just come and just hit the ground running, it's a different ball game. Because if you're not ready for a crowd presence and that pressure, because there is pressure in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's that filter.
Yeah.
Except the fourth wall's not there. That's what it's like. You're on stage, but there's no. Or we can talk to each other. Because the crowd shouting matters. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're on sage, but that's what I'm saying. Nah, rap battle, you got to salute them. That's not a joke, because it's pressure. There must be a lot of like, there must be, Petrelli. Remember Petrelli, one of them. And
big up AP,
bro,
Petrelli.
Bro, I said, brother, big up yourself. I had that to say to him. I said, bro, like, that's proper. Like, that's what I'm saying. Nah, that's a different thing. Because I feel like you see the pressure even of, I feel like don't flop. I feel like it would be easier because there's no beat. Yeah. To a level. Yeah. I'm not assuming, but I'm saying I'm not saying, I'm assuming that because there's no beat, it's like you can control the let's go. And you can take where I feel like, see with the beat, it's just like being in a booth. I will one take then.
One take.
And then you want them to hear it. Like it's mad. Nah, man. You look. Yeah. Salute to all of them. Like, let me ask you this now. Would you say it's something that you would take on and like take on, if you get what I'm saying, and want to be a battle rapper?
Not anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're saying you've done it, you've been there, wore the t-shirt, now just onto new things.
I'm not saying I won't battle again. It's just more so I don't think I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's not where you're trying to, that direction you're trying to go in.
Because I've been in it, especially where you're coming from Peng Game now, like you see when I was in Don't Flop. To be fair, like what you said of the acapella thing, at the same time there's no beat to save you. Some people could be not killing it, but the beat's killing it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see when it's dead silence, everything you say counts more.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
definitely. There's a lot of pressure.
That's why in my brain I'm thinking more of a man with a good pen. Because a man with a good pen knows, like, even though there's pressure, like it's relying on your pen. Where if the beat, you're right though. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That makes sense.
Because when you don't hit a bar on Peng Game, it's like the and the beat's still going anyway. Anyway, I told you already we don't play. When you don't hit and you say like and that's why your mum is a J-bag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
then you hear that silence.
Crickets, blood. Just tumbleweed up in the place, blood.
Acapella ain't as easy as it looks either. I've done both, so I
was never saying it was easy. Never. I feel that I think that or assume that because with the beat there, it's like, like you miss a drop. We can hear this.
Exactly.
So you got pressure from the people and this rhythm. You're right, it can save you, but it can also, you get a bar wrong. All right, listen.
As
well. Like the real people watching, the seasoned people are watching like, there's 2 bars missing. He's he's 1 bar off. You know what? It's 4 bars, but you started in the second or the first. So the beat don't sound exactly the same. You're hearing it. Whereas, but I hear what you're saying. Because the silence. You're right. I've seen it. Even when you watch rap battle, you're right. You see it all the time in them silent moments. They say something and they think it's the one. And the crowd is just.
That's the
And you even said it with the conviction, like you were waiting for rest. And you see them go, let me get my water. Aye, bro. Oh my God. I hear you. So,
man. So last few questions, because I know like we got a side out soon, Who's because have you been following the current Peng Game?
Yeah, a little bit of it still,
Who you rooting for?
Who was I rooting for?
Yeah.
Do you know what's so mad? Like, what, in the 2v2 tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, man, do you know, family ties, I wanted my son to finally scams. Obviously, like, as a proud dad, like, you want, you know what I mean? You want legacy, like, you know what I mean? The dad won, then the son following the tournament. And then he went and...
Hey, too heavy.
But then obviously he didn't make it through, so
And do you know what? Because you know what, to be fair, even with what you guys, well, for you is what you did, because obviously you're on 2 new adventures and whatnot, but it's also good, like, even just doing this thing can be good for stage performance when you go do music and you go do whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? This is all part of building your character. So big up people like Margs and everybody that's behind the scenes of Peng Game, because it's good for character building as well.
Facts, man. If you survive Peng Game, like, do you know, if you can make it to the other side, come on, man. Like, anything else is second nature now. Like performing and that, like, people are booing now. Like the crowd's like, come on, man, it's crazy. Yeah, man.
I feel that.
So what I will say is, what is next for Rens?
Yeah, man. A lot of people don't know, but I've been into like writing scripts now. So they're gonna see a lot of projects from me, like short films, short series and stuff. So yeah, man.
And what's motivated that?
Like, do you know, like music and acting. Yeah, I feel like them worlds always collide. You remember like Kano when he done Typical Me and about like tunes like that is always, so like when I talk about the writing stuff, it's gonna be like music based short films as well. Stuff like that. When Biggie done Got a Story to Tell and that. Like even like UK wise, Rap Man with the Shower Story. I've been doing projects like that around the same time. He was doing that. Pep Star was doing his series.
His thing, big him up.
Unsung Hero and that with the storytelling. So that's one of my next ventures, man.
Oh, and that's what we was talking about off camera with the mini doc.
Got a little mini doc.
Nah, man, big that up, man. Big that up. Do you know what I'm saying? And do you know what? One thing that I do want to say, anybody that's doing Peng Game, big up yourselves. Do you know what I'm saying? I wish all of you lot like the absolute best of luck. Do you know what I'm saying? Man. Because that thing's not easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting here bantering with you lot and that, but I already know I would never go up on that stage and deal with all of that, that pressure. You know what I'm saying? So. I know my lane, innit? You know what I'm saying? So big up everyone that's done that. So what I will say though is, Rens, big up yourself, like literally each and every time for actually like coming through and actually taking the time to kick it with a brother, man. Like much appreciated, man. I definitely want to get you back up here in the new year, in the new studio, you know what I'm saying? Man. And obviously by that time, you know what I'm saying, everything that we've spoken about today with your mini doc and everything that will be in fruition. And man, we can run that and talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Anything for the public to look out for in terms of music that you might have coming out shortly? Let them know, man.
Yeah, man, I got some freestyles coming out, man. Like, obviously they've seen the Peng Game stuff, but they don't really hear me rap a lot. Like, we done the behind bars with Link Up TV, me, Scams, Sevs and Driz. So like, I got a few freestyles coming out as well. Like, I'm not really pursuing the music thing like that anyway, but like, just, you know, there's a few freestyles I'm going to be putting out. Digital platforms as well, so they can stream that there as well on the REN DMC, Spotify, Apple Music. So,
because you still got fans. So I rate that. Even if you don't want to over pursue it, you still got fans. There's people that you know what I'm saying, they're looking at inspiration. So even hearing a few freestyles after it's done, you never know what young G's and old G's, everyone, you know what I'm saying, are looking at family members. They're like, just to have something on their Spotify to see that when that was done, you didn't just left the music. That's hard. That's proper.
And Bliss, let them know the socials, man, where they can hit you up, where they can find your music as well. Bliss.
Hey, Bliss the Bully, same thing. But before he quits music.
Bliss
the Bully, Bliss DA Bully, you know already, man.
And last but not least, big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch once again. Do you know what I'm saying, for sponsoring today's episode. Shout out to AME Higher, big up Mike, big up Zax, and big up Alex as well. Do you know what I'm saying? The man that I see once in a blue moon, you know what I'm saying? But big him up nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, and I hope all of you lot have a happy Christmas. You ate some good food and everything like that. Until then, until the new year, everybody
have
bless,
a great new year, you understand?
Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, straight out the box.